Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. Hope everyone is doing well. I am here to do the new moon reading for the sign of Pisces. So Pisces, what's up with you on this new moon? And the new moon in itself, what is that? It's the time to plant new seeds. And plant good seeds. And when I say good seeds, with good intent, because you know that saying, you reap what you sow. So you want to sow some good seeds at this time, this powerful new moon in Virgo. Now Pisces, you think about unconditional love. It sounds good, but you know, we're just human, so we got to be careful about putting people on pedestals and dealing with reality. You know, we're only human, so it'll be wise to be mindful of that. Don't put people up on pedestals, because you have certain expectations, and then when your feelings get hurt, you put the person on too high of a pedestal. So during this new moon, it's about keeping your feet on the ground. It's about being grounded, and don't be afraid to reach for something higher. But stay grounded. So I've laid out the cards, Pisces. Gosh, it's September 9th. Time is flying by. So let's see what the cards got to say for this new moon in Virgo for you, Pisces. Are you excited? Underleaves and mermaids. Now, this is a female energy. It's a water spirit, basically. What I think is interesting is she's a mermaid there. And Pisces, you know you love to swim, right? And she governs all types of communications and forms of expression, be it written, verbal, even sign language would, you know, it could be music too, any way you use or any mode you use to communicate. That's what she's about here. And she's a spirit of service and like fraternal, you know, things, feelings. She represents all who have lots of experience, you know, maybe experience in doing things in a certain area. So if you're like a doctor, reporter, social worker, anything like that, you're probably very good at what you do. And this is someone with a lot of experience. So this is a communication, many years of communicating in a certain way. Let's put it that way. Pisces, all that water, see all them fish flying around. And she's just chilling out, leaning on her snail shell here. Oh, I think that's kind of funny. So, what type of, ears itching. What type of chakra cards are we coming up with, Pisces? First card is the crown chakra. There's a guide within you. Wow. There's an inner guide that is guiding you. Or maybe there's an inner guide and you're not letting them guide you. You know. Nevertheless, it's time to step into the light. We all have to let go of our senses other than pure instinct. When unfiltered, it guides us to the higher ground, and with the help of our angels, this is a time to be a protector or to be protected. You will know what role you have to play. Now, being that this is your crown chakra, this is your pineal gland, this is your compassion, how you see yourself, and doing so in a non-attached way. It's about being peaceful and harmonious. And with this card, there's really no specific foods besides drinking good water and maybe intermittent fasting. So lay off the sodas and things like that, and drinking good water. But what form of meditative practice do you have, or do you practice? Is it like praying, going to church? I'm not going to church. I mean, what is it that you do? Because with this card being the crown chakra, this is good for meditation and just meditate in nature. Take the time to learn something new. What else can I think of here? Since this is your brain, maybe you should do number or word puzzles to give your brain some exercise. And if you, going back to the spiritual practice, if you have no spiritual practice, maybe you should develop one. And my suggestion is maybe just start with a gratitude journal. You know, every day write down, get your little notebook, write down 1 or 2 things that you're grateful for every day. And since this is the crown chakra, work that root chakra. And when I say work that root chakra, maybe just get you some strenuous exercise where you sweat and drinking water, eating root vegetables. Because that's what makes you feel secure. It's going to help stimulate that chakra. But your instincts will guide you. And when you think of your instincts, what do you think? It's like how you respond, or that guide inside of you? How can you master just letting go and moving on and trust your inner guidance? This is about moving forward and probably leaving some things behind. And you got to follow your instinct. It's not about following the crowd. This is about sometimes being a lone wolf. Next card, heart chakra. Now this is the heart chakra. This is like your lungs, your blood pressure, your breathing. This is how you trust. You think about being harmonious, being in a trusting relationship. So you have to be gentle with yourself. You have to be able to give and take. How open are you to new people, new ideas? How do you cope with loss? How balance? How do you deal with those things? Gossip here is about, I never met a person I didn't like. Which is kind of interesting because in this picture, the woman in the middle here, she's depicted as some eccentric woman. Everyone in the town used to talk about her. They thought she was like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And when she passed away and they went to her home, they realized that she really just loved everybody. She loved her town. She just loved everybody. And then they felt bad because they judged her. There was a certain sadness because they really didn't understand her because she was unique. So you know what it is. If you're going to be unique, you're going to be special. You know people going to gossip about you. Wear your crown, bold and brave. You know what I'm saying? Because this way, you know, only people going to feel bad is them for judging you. Or are you judging other people? Only you know what role you're playing in this. But this is about prejudice and misunderstanding. And what are you resisting something, or are you just being unique and naive? Nevertheless, with this particular chakra, this is the heart chakra. So maybe you're having issues with giving and receiving, Are you having some heart problems or chest pains or, things like that? Have you withdrawn from intimate relationships? Are you just cold and no compassion? Or do you put others' needs before your own? Let's get balanced here. Whatever the issue, if you got a block or imbalance. So it's about eating a lot of green leafy vegetables like kale, spinach, collards, broccoli, cabbage. Basil is good, cilantro, thyme, parsley, even green tea, and some fruits. Do a lot of breathing exercises, deep breathing exercises. Do back bends. Spend some time with children, because children, it's nothing like seeing the world through the eyes of a child. Open your heart up to something new, somebody new. But don't put them on a pedestal. Use your instinct. And maybe you just have to be a lone wolf, because maybe you're that eccentric person. So you have to wait for that person to come into your life that accepts your uniqueness. But you think about all these things, it comes with a certain amount of experience here. Because when we go back to this card, this is about different forms of communication. So you follow yourself. You may have to be a lone wolf for a while, and intermittent fasting with intermittent fasting, but you're going to follow your instinct, and you're not going to be afraid to be alone for a while. And being alone, people still like to talk about you. Why are you alone? But that's okay. Because sometimes you got to step back to open up your heart. What I think is interesting here, because I love my trees. I love my trees. This is the laurel tree. There's no crown and glory of achievement without first being victorious over inner conflict. Victory. Wow. And you think of victory as victory in love, or in something that you love. And the laurel tree, if you look at Greek mythology, like Zeus, Apollo, all those guys, they had those leaves around their head. That's what this was from, the laurel leaf. I thought that was interesting. So you can wear your crown. Wear your crown. You can be victorious. Use all your experiences. And maybe it's just a matter of your communication is now starting to evolve in a different way based on your experiences. Use your instincts. And gossip, don't you do it, let them do it. And no matter how it turns, you're going to be victorious. Alright? So Pisces. So, you're going to be reaching for something higher this season. During this new moon, you're reaching for something higher. And even if it's how you communicate, you're evolving in the way that you communicate. And victory is yours. So I hope you enjoyed this reading for the new moon in Virgo. So please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And Pisces, happy new moon. This is Sister Omi. Peace.